Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching this. I'll give my latest review on Dragon Ball Super episode 89. This is a week late, so I'm gonna do my best. This episode is one of the funniest and most unique episodes ever. I would probably call it a little bit of filler, because all the weirdness and all the crazy stuff that happened in it. So kind of reminded me a little bit of filler. But there was so much that was going on. Anyway, let's get started. After the end of last week's episode, Piccolo training Gohan, how to achieve his full power and to gain his fighting experience. Gohan finally becomes Ultimate Gohan again. However, he's only gained a small amount of that same power. He hasn't what you call reached his full potential, which a lot of fans are hoping, including myself, that Super Saiyan Blue. I pray to God that it is, because seeing Gohan attain that power, that could be a major game change for Goku and his team to win the Tournament of Power. If they did that for Gohan, that would be awesome. But I'm getting off the subject. Now it's back to the present. You get to see Goku. He's going to Master Roshi's island to try to look for him, and also thinking about Gohan and his training practice with Piccolo. And there's only 8 hours left till the tournament. Hey, the tournament is almost here. They go to the thing. They go to Master Roshi's island where Oolong is waiting for him. That thing, I haven't seen Oolong in a while. Oolong, he tells him, and that, that Master Roshi's at Tien's temple. Tien has opened up his own dojo, and he's now what you call a master, training all kinds of students to the ways of martial arts and all that stuff. That's a good idea, An idea seeing Tien. We haven't seen a lot of character development for Tien, lately, and we haven't. And the last time we saw him was at the Universe 6, was the Universe 2 fight, and we didn't get to see him fight, Bringing him back here, that's a good thing, And the way they added the story, the character development, pretty unique, We get to see Master Roshi, he's also there as a special guest, because Roshi is a master, actually, and he knows all kinds of fighting techniques, remember, And so he's here to teach him all kinds of stuff, He's here to, as inspiration, to watch him. Watch him, train his students. However, Roshi finds it incredibly boring because there are no girls, how a female, shows up, I know her. Her name is Urine, I know that same salesman, and I think it's Urian, I think, Urian. And how Master Roshi just literally scoops her up, This is literally Master Roshi as his most perverted ever, at all, One of his most perverted in the series, I think, because Roshi, he's a grade A pervert, and he's pretty old. The fact that he was able to do this, and the way that he teased her in her outfits, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I meant, the girl, Yuri shows up asking and to make her his student, so apparently she's all about saying that martial arts is about being strength and beauty. However, Tien refuses, saying that martial arts isn't about beauty. If you want beauty, you have to go to some other dojo. That's not what martial arts about. Not for beauty. It's about strength. But that's when Master Roshi scoops her out, saying you don't know how to handle girls. He takes her away and stuff. And does all that perverted thing. Goku managed to show up. Talk to Tien, and ask him about the dojo, and tells him about the Tournament of Power, we get to see all kinds of things happening in this episode. Like, for example, we get to see Cabba back in Universe 6. He's asking the sister of his former teacher, Rinfin's son, to participate. However, she refuses at first, eating food. She's pretty much what you call kind of like a punk girl, rebellious, all that stuff. And there's another female Saiyan there too. Finally, we get to see some female Saiyans that's canon with the story, Seeing these two participate in the Tournament of Power, I can't wait to see it. And one of them is described to be like a female version of Broly, which is good, Because I haven't heard much of the details, because I don't want to be spoiled a lot. I want to see how it plays out, So I'm avoiding spoilers as best I can. Just so I can react the way I can possible. Eventually, Cabo gets her on his side. He does it by demonstrating his Super Saiyan powers. And giving her an offer that you can become more than just this, that you can become higher than you ever can be. So basically, the promises of power and to become even greater, that's just what gets her attention. In a way, she kind of reminds me of Vegeta in that aspect, power, greatness, glory, and all that stuff. And also pride, Seeing these female Saiyans, I can't wait to see how much ass they get to kick. Hey, you guys let me know down below in the comments, We go back to the temple and all that stuff. Oh, Roshi being a pervert as usual. The way he messes around with her, harasses her and all that stuff. Say, I'm gonna purify your wickedness. That's just him being a perv. That is one of the things. You should see For Neverworld's video. Go to For Neverworld's channel. I'm gonna try to put a link in for that channel. I don't know, in my video so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. This guy's a better reviewer than I am. He's probably one of the inspirations for my channel. This all that stuff. See, seeing Roshi, being all perverted and stuff. This is literally him at his most perverted. However, the girl has an alternate agenda. Even goes as far as calling Tien Baldy. That's a nickname she gave him. And way back when, we get to see Goku and Tien talking. Goku offers Tien to go to the Tournament of Power. He refuses because he wants to find a sense of purpose and stuff. And he doesn't want to fight, other warriors from the other universes. He wants to stay in his temple, become a teacher, to train people how to learn martial arts and all that stuff, to try to find a sense of meaning. However, as he's talking, this comes as a problem, Like, for example, all the guys starting to go crazy. Like, they got these tags around their faces, covered in this purplish aura, kind of like they're ghosts or spirits or whatever, Now, it has such an effect on it. Even Chaozu trying to use his psychic powers on him, it doesn't work. We get to see that and the Yuri Rin is responsible for this. Apparently, she did this because she wanted to learn because of witchcraft, and also because she has a grudge against Tien. Tien she was a student at the train school a long time ago, and Tien left on his own with Chaozu. We didn't get to see much of their past of what started their fight. Apparently, she tried to ask him to fight her, but it didn't work. I mean, she was a little kid, and she kept that grudge for so long that she went on to study witchcraft just to get at Tien, I wish we got to see more of that history, more of the development, and like what led to this but it seems like, like he didn't take her seriously enough as an opponent, because she was a little girl back then. And given the time step and everything that's happened, I'm confused. This probably happened way before Goku fought Tien or met him. That must have been like over 30 years ago. Like before Gohan was even born, like way back then, back all the way back to Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball when Goku was a kid, all that stuff. Red Ribbon Army, meeting Roshi, driving the Dragon Balls for the first time, it gave us some shout outs and some callbacks to that. I'll tell you about that later. She hated Tien so much that she wasn't willing to make him suffer, so she went after his students and make them destroy the town, Eventually Goku and tried to help as they can. They tried to figure out Roshi, being the pervert that he is, goes for the girl first, everybody tries to do their best, try to, take the tags off, knocking them out, Roshi's is such a pervert. How he knocked her on her feet and he got a panty shot. I'm sorry to say this. He looked at her underwear and because of his pervertedness and stuff, he got excited. She kicked him in the family in the stones, in the family jewels. Now as punishment, she like literally puts his tag over his face and makes him fight, Tien and stuff. Tien, he holds his own. Try to do his best. Like, for example, he does the forearm technique, that's the fist of four arms, that's way back from Dragon Ball. And also, Roshi, he pumps up and he does lightning flash, which is something we saw way back then when he used against Goku during the World Martial Arts Tournament, way back when. And as Jackie Chun. We haven't seen him do that in a while. I think it was lightning think it was Lightning Flash surprise, because given the yellow energy, it wasn't Ken or wasn't it wasn't Kamehameha. That was a different move. Eventually, Goku, he gets involved. He steps in. He fights with Roshi. He doesn't go Super Saiyan because he doesn't want him to to hurt Master Roshi so badly. But he was able to keep up with it. Eventually, he beats him by using Kamehameha. He literally knocks him into the ground. Takes his tag off. The girl, eventually she's a mixed defeat. She still wants to continue to beat him again. How the girl, she was so weak. Like when she tried to fight Roshi, she couldn't land a single hit on him. It's obvious she's trained herself to use magic, but she's not what you call a warrior. At all. She tried to defeat him so badly she tried to use something other than martial arts, which is something else. She focused so much on her revenge, she forgot her physical side of martial arts, and she stopped training and all that stuff. However, how Tien said that he want to continue to fight him, he offers her a chance to train in his dojo, which is pretty surprising. Given what she did, hurting all those people, Tien is such a good person. She's willing to forgive her as long as she stays with him, to train and also apologize to all the people and all that stuff, all that stuff, Basically, this was a short episode, I wish they added more development like they did with the Android 17 one, but I guess they didn't do that. And I really enjoyed it. Eventually, Tien, he and Master Roshi both joined for the World Tournament, for the Tournament of Power arc. Mostly for the 10 million Zenny, even though that's a total lie. Tien wants the money to fix to fix the home and the village. And Master Roshi, who knows? He's probably gonna buy more dirty magazines. Wait, 8 hours left to go. See how things going, and Cabba making arrangements for the female Saiyans to participate for the power. These are gonna be heating up very fast. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks guys for watching. The next episode, this guy's gonna be focusing on Goku, and Gohan. Now that Gohan has trained himself so far with Piccolo, it looks like he's gonna take on his father to see what level he's at to participate in the fight, and maybe he may awaken his Super Saiyan Blue powers. And it looks like all the other gods look like they're ready to make their move, Can't wait to see what happens next. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. This is Solomon asking guys my latest review on Dragon Ball Super episode 89. This was a funny, unique episode. Master Roshi, the biggest pervert in the world. See you guys next time. I'm out. Bye.